50 years of solitude. The old lighthouse keeper, Silas, squinted at the raging storm. 50 years. 50 years he had watched the sea, its moods as fickle as a child's. Tonight the waves were mountains of churning black, capped with froth white as bone. Wind howled like a banshee, a mournful symphony against the rhythmic pulse of the lighthouse beam. Silas, weathered as driftwood, felt a familiar ache in his bones, mirroring the storm's fury. He was alone, a solitary sentinel against the vast, indifferent ocean. He had chosen this life. He craved the solitude, the comforting rhythm of the waves, the silent conversation with the stars. He'd told himself stories, woven tales of mermaids and krakens to fill the silence. But tonight the silence felt different. It was a heavy cloak, suffocating, a constant reminder of his isolation. Silas sighed, a sound swallowed by the wind, and turned back towards the warmth of his lantern. He paused. What was that? A light, ethereal and otherworldly, pulsed on the horizon. It flickered between the crashing waves, a beacon in the maelstrom. Curiosity, a long-dormant emotion, stirred within Silas. He grabbed his spyglass, the worn brass cold against his palm. He raised it to his eye, his breath frosting in the cold air. Through the distorted lens, he saw a shape emerge from the storm's fury. It was a boat, sleek and silver, unlike anything he had ever seen. It rode the waves with an unnatural grace, as if a part of the storm itself. Silas lowered the spyglass, his heart pounding in his chest. Was this a trick of the light, a hallucination conjured by the lonely night? He watched, mesmerized, as the silver vessel drew closer, finally coming to rest on the rocky shore below the lighthouse. Silas hesitated for a moment, his hand hovering over the lantern's lever. He had to know, he had to see. With a grunt, he pulled the lever, plunging the room into darkness. He grabbed his oilskin and hat, rushing out into the storm. The wind tore at him as he made his way down the treacherous path to the beach. Salt spray stung his eyes, but he pushed on, drawn by an invisible thread to the silver ship. He had to see what secrets it held, what wonders it bore. The storm, it seemed, had brought him more than just another long night. It had brought him a mystery. The silver boat rested on the sand, untouched by the waves that crashed around it. It hummed with an internal light, illuminating the beach in a soft silver glow. Cautiously, Silas approached. The boat's surface was smooth, unbroken by seams or rivets. It looked sculpted from moonlight, a single, perfect piece. He peered inside. A woman lay within. She was unearthly beautiful, her skin like alabaster, her hair the silver of moonlight on water. She wore a garment of shimmering scales, more sea